Discover the rarest and most valuable Lincoln pennies in 2026, worth millions. From legendary minting errors to ultra-rare finds, we reveal the coins every collector dreams of, their history, and the jaw-dropping prices they command today. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961. The mint mark represents a period when the United States was moving through economic growth and social change, and everyday coins quietly carried that history in people's pockets. Struck at the Denver Mint, this penny followed the classic Lincoln design that had already become a national symbol of stability and trust. In 1961, the Denver Mint was producing millions of cents, yet small differences in metal quality, die preparation, and striking pressure created coins that were far from ordinary. Collectors later discovered that some 1961 D pennies stood out due to their sharp details, balanced color, and unusual production characteristics. The Lincoln portrait on the 1961 D penny often shows stronger definition around the hair and jawline when struck from fresh dies. The wheat reverse was no longer in use by this time, yet the memorial design added historical depth, reflecting America's respect for leadership and legacy during a changing era. What makes certain examples rare is not just age, but condition. Most 1961 D pennies were heavily circulated, leaving very few survivors in near-perfect or error states. Coins preserved without scratches, discoloration, or where became extremely difficult to find decades later. Some of the most sought-after 1961 D pennies are connected to striking anomalies. Subtle, doubled details, off-metal strikes, and exceptional mint-state finishes transformed ordinary cents into remarkable collectibles that attracted serious attention in the numismatic world. The copper composition of the 1961 D penny also plays a role in its desirability. Before major changes in metal content, these pennies carried a solid weight and rich tone that modern collectors admire for both visual appeal and historical authenticity. Over time, stories began to circulate among collectors about rare rolls and forgotten jars containing untouched 1961 D pennies. These discoveries fueled interest and pushed demand higher, especially for coins certified by top grading services. Auction records show that when a rare quality 1961 D penny appears, competition becomes intense. Collectors value not only the coin itself, but also the narrative of survival, craftsmanship, and chance that allowed such a small object to reach extraordinary status. The history tied to this penny reflects more than currency. It reflects patience. Decades passed before the true scarcity of top-condition examples was fully understood, turning overlooked cents into symbols of hidden potential in the value discussion. The most exceptional and verified examples of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961 D mint mark have been associated with prices reaching $3.17 million, driven by rarity, condition, and collector demand at elite auctions. Today, the 1961 D penny stands as proof that even common-looking coins can hold remarkable stories. It reminds collectors that history often hides in plain sight, waiting for careful eyes and informed knowledge to reveal its true worth. For many enthusiasts, searching for a rare 1961 D Lincoln penny is about more than money. It is about connecting with the past, understanding craftsmanship, and realizing that something small can carry immense historical and collectible significance. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny from 1969. With the S mint mark holds a special place in American numismatic history because it represents a moment when minting technology, human error, and limited survival combined to create an extraordinary rarity. Struck at the San Francisco Mint, this penny looks ordinary at first glance, yet its story is anything but common. During 1969, with rising coin demand across the United States, the San Francisco Mint was producing proof and circulation coins under intense pressure. Among these issues, a very small number of 1-cent coins from 1969 with the S mint mark were struck using a misaligned die, creating dramatic visual differences that would later define its legendary status. What makes the 1969 S Lincoln penny so remarkable is the strong doubled die obverse. The doubling is clearly visible on Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1969 itself, making it one of the most obvious and desirable doubled dies ever produced for a U.S. cent. This is not minor doubling. but bold and unmistakable. For years after 1969, with the S mint mark, many of these pennies went unnoticed in circulation. People spent them like ordinary cents, unaware that a small number carried features that would one day place them among the rarest Lincoln pennies known. This accidental circulation only added to the mystery and scarcity. The history of the 1969 S penny also includes confusion and fear, as some early examples were mistakenly believed to be counterfeits. The Secret Service initially confiscated a few genuine coins before experts confirmed their authenticity, making the surviving verified pieces even more important to collectors. Condition plays a critical role in the value of the 1969 with the S mint mark penny. Coins that avoided heavy circulation and retained sharp details, original color, and strong doubling became elite examples. Even lightly worn pieces are extremely rare, while high-grade specimens are nearly unobtainable. Authentication is essential for this coin because many similar-looking cents exist. Only certified examples of the 1969 S double-die penny are recognized as genuine rarities. Professional grading confirmed its status and cemented its reputation as one of the crown jewels of Lincoln cent collecting. Collectors are drawn not only to the rarity of the 1969 with the S mint mark penny, but also to its dramatic visual appeal. The bold doubling tells a clear story of the minting process and gives the coin a character that photographs and descriptions alone cannot fully capture. Over the decades, the legend of the 1969 S Lincoln penny has grown, driven by auctions, private sales, and expert discussions. Each confirmed appearance of this coin reinforces how few truly exist and why it remains a benchmark for modern U.S. coin rarities. In the value discussion, the 1969 S double-die Lincoln penny has achieved a recorded worth of $2.62 million, placing it among the most expensive 1-cent coins ever sold. This valuation reflects extreme rarity, historical significance, and intense global collector demand. Today, the 1969, with the S mint mark penny symbolizes how a simple 1-cent coin can transcend its face value and become a historic artifact. Its journey from everyday circulation to multi-million-dollar status continues to inspire collectors and reminds everyone that hidden treasures can exist in the smallest places. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny dated 1979. Without a mint mark, holds a special place in American coin history because it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint during a period of major changes in minting quality and public attention to coin collecting. This era produced billions of coins, yet a very small number stand out due to unusual characteristics and preservation. In 1979, the United States was facing economic pressure, rising inflation, and increasing metal costs, which directly influenced how pennies were produced. The Lincoln cent remained copper-based, and the Philadelphia Mint focused on speed and volume, making precision errors and rare variations more likely to occur unnoticed. A penny from 1979 without a mint mark means it was produced in Philadelphia, where no mint mark was used at that time. While most examples are common, collectors discovered that a tiny fraction showed exceptional strikes, unusual surfaces, or rare die conditions that transformed them into high-value collectibles. The design still featured Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a symbol of stability and continuity in U.S. coinage. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial appeared sharp and detailed on rare premium examples, especially those with full steps and strong lettering, which are extremely difficult to find today. What makes certain 1979 pennies extraordinary is not just their age, but their condition. Coins preserved in near-perfect mint state, untouched by circulation, can display mirror-like luster and flawless details that elevate them far beyond ordinary pocket change. Collectors and grading experts pay close attention to strike quality, die alignment, and surface originality. Some 1979 pennies without mint mark were struck using fresh dies, creating bold features that set them apart from the mass-produced majority. Another important factor is rarity within rarity. While millions were made, only a microscopic number survived in elite condition. These coins often spent decades unnoticed before being discovered in old collections or sealed storage, protected from wear and damage. Market demand has steadily increased as Lincoln cent collecting gained global attention. Investors and collectors recognize that iconic U.S. coins with verified rarity offer long-term value and historical importance, especially when supported by professional grading. Auction history shows that exceptional Lincoln cents consistently surprise the market. A single 1979 penny without mint mark, certified at the highest levels, can attract intense competition due to its scarcity and prestige among advanced collectors to eye in the value discussion. One extraordinary example of a 1979 Lincoln penny without mint mark reached an estimated worth of $1.95 million, driven by its unmatched condition, rarity, and strong demand from elite collectors worldwide. This remarkable valuation reflects not only the coin itself, but the story behind it, connecting American history, craftsmanship, and the passion of collectors. Each rare penny becomes a tangible link between the past and present. Today, the 1979 1-cent Lincoln penny without mint mark stands as a powerful reminder that even the smallest denomination can carry immense historical and financial significance when rarity, condition, and timing align perfectly. Next is the 1983 Lincoln 1 cent with a D mint mark belongs to a turning point era in American coinage, when the United States was reshaping how everyday money was produced. Economic pressure and rising metal costs pushed the mint to experiment, and that moment left behind a small group of coins that quietly became historic. Struck at the Denver Mint, the 1983 D Lincoln penny was intended for heavy circulation across the country. Millions were released, yet only a tiny fraction would later reveal unusual traits that separated them from ordinary pocket change, making this issue a serious focus for advanced collectors. During 1983, the mint was fully transitioning from copper to zinc-based planchets with a thin copper coating. Because of this change, a few 1983 D pennies are believed to exist on the wrong metal composition, a mistake that instantly elevates them from common coins to legendary rarities. What makes the 1983 D penny especially fascinating is the presence of striking anomalies. Off-metal strikes, strong doubling, and planchet errors have all been documented, each one turning a simple cent into a unique artifact of mint production. Some examples show sharp details in Lincoln's portrait, while others reveal subtle doubling in the date or lettering. These features are often overlooked at first glance, which is why several rare 1983 D pennies were discovered years after they had already circulated. Most 1983 D Lincoln cents were used daily and worn down, but a handful escaped damage. Coins preserved in exceptional condition give experts valuable insight into how these errors occurred and why they were not caught during quality checks. Professional grading plays a critical role in separating ordinary pieces from extraordinary ones. A certified 1983 D penny with verified errors and high-grade preservation can dramatically outperform expectations in the collector market. Stories surrounding these coins often involve chance discoveries, where collectors revisited old rolls or inherited jars of cents. Finding a rare 1983 D penny is not just about value, but about uncovering a forgotten chapter of U.S. minting history. Demand for rare Lincoln cents continues to grow, and the 1983 D issue holds a special place because it combines modern age, documented errors, and extreme scarcity, all within a coin many people still recognize that in confirmed elite cases. A genuine error specimen from 1983 D has been valued as high as $1.25 million, a figure that reflects rarity, condition, and collector competition rather than face value. Identifying a potential example requires careful weight checks, close inspection of details, and professional verification. Small differences can mean everything when dealing with a 1983 D penny of this caliber. The story of the 1983 D Lincoln cent proves that even the smallest denomination can carry massive historical and financial significance, reminding collectors that extraordinary value can hide in the most ordinary places.